after you fall asleep. You know, I'm gonna use the intertwines I have right now on Navia. But not my Primos.
Fair enough. I'm gonna turn everything I have into intertwines. But not for Navia. I'm going
Just
for
cause Navia is she pushes my god charges too much.
Fair enough. I'm downloading resources.
Well, I only got blues.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Coming at ya! Attack! That's the way!
Okay, I'm gonna pull, guys.
Not allowed. Cause you're not. Cause you're not.
A proper send-off
Screen sharing.
from the Spina Musula.
Yeah, I want to screen share.
Don't waste my time.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna screen share.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Yes.
Nice and spicy!
Okay.
Eat this!
And see you not get her because you didn't grind.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably what's gonna happen, but I don't really care.
No, you should.
Why?
Because you should.
No. Are you in?
Not yet. No, I am. Oh my god, why did you text Pango? You cheater.
No, he texted me.
You cheater.
Oh, look at them primals though. They really want me to get Ayako.
Oh, Lynn's a bunch raw.
I have to pull up her stream. Hold on, let me get my phone.
What stream?
She started a stream
Where?
on YouTube.
What channel?
Sleepy Pants, yeah. I'm watching your stream, Lulu. Okay, maybe I should do the trials first, but that's too much work. So, wishing time. Oh, Navia, you're so pretty. Okay. Let's just turn everything I have here into what I need. Yeah, probably not gonna get her, but it's okay. Oh wait, she already got. Wait, what is that? Was that a 5-star? Or am I schizophrenic?
I don't know.
Oh, she got 2 purple.
I was. I can't even find your channel.
Okay, no, I'm just schizophrenic. I'll send you the link. There you go. Okay. I'll do my Ayaka pulls while Lulu's doing her Navia pulls.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ew.
your voice is in the stream.
Ew. Why do I sound like that? Yuck. Yay!
I'm looking at both.
I got stickers. Ew! Stop!
Let's see if you get. Let's see if you get the other 4 stars.
Oh,
Wow.
sucrose again. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind the sucrose.
Lane also pulled the sucrose. Another
okay, I got more
sucrose. This is sucrose land.
Wow, my luck today is very bad. I'm getting sucrose, and sucrose, and sucrose.
Oh, you wished at the same time. Neither of you got a 5-star though.
Oh, I got Rosaria. Yay. I didn't have Rosaria on here. Rosaria was my main for a bit.
Because she's just like you.
Yeah.
Last 2 multis for you. Neither of you got a 5-star yet. Oh, you got Lynette.
I got
she
Lynette.
she got Lynette. That's a sign, Lynn. That's a sign. Let's see what your next multi is, Lynn.
I got another sucrose.
Sign of a 4-star. Well,
No, I got for me.
told you.
It's okay.
Should have grinded. You could have had her today if you grinded.
It's okay.
Why are you wasting? Yeah, you're wasting. Okay, Lane is about to get her 5-star soon enough. Coming up. There's Lane's 5-star. Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see. Oh my god, Tinari. Did you claim the mail for stuff yet?
Oh.
The you.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow.
Lynn, it's okay. She's coming home anyway. Actually, you know what you should do? Just use your star glitter to get more. See if you can get her off of those. Oh, you did!
Oh, yay!
Sick. The game jump scared you. They were making fun of you. Look at that. You basically got a free 5-star. You basically got a free Tina. Yeah. Because you got Navia right after. That's a huge win. That's basically like getting a 5-star next to next. Like, next to next 5 stars. That's really lucky.
I'll take the lead today.
That's really lucky.
This feeling.
Wait, what was I doing? Oh, I was doing the claim between primals. No, I'll prefer.
Lynette got the luck she deserved.
True.
True. And now, you have the rest of the patch to trample the weapon.
Do you?
I mean, if you want to do that. Honestly, if I were you, I'd wait for next time she comes back to get her weapon. But that's my suggestion. Oh man, my pulling trigger is so.
Really want to go traveling? I don't.
Ready to be pulled, but I gotta resist.
I resist.
I resist. Lynette is busy steaming right now, that's why she's not texting anymore.
Oh my god, I guess so pretty.
Isn't today such a good day? Such a good day, very happy day. These are rare nowadays. I cherish them a lot.
Okay, I have to see my history. Why is it doing that? Did I not like wish like 20 times? Or is it not counting in my history?
No, the history takes a little to update.
Oh, okay. There, I'll time to do quest.
But how many primers did you have? Like how many points?
I had like 77. No, I had 7,700 primos, plus like 16 intertwines.
Okay. Okay, you need like 4,000 more primos.
4,000 more?
Yeah, around that.
Animal test 6308. My apologies. You can't run. Punishment. Enhanced animal module 75.
Lynn, you got a free Tinari that you'll never use, true. Just like me.
Stand clear. Judgment. Lights out. Take flight. Animal hypostasis emulation. Whirling snow. Embrace the ice. Punishment. You can't run.
I'm gonna play Overwatch so I don't get the urge to wish.
Exactly, but none of them believed me. Time itself is a silent song.
They gave Malga buffs for some reason.
Why?
Like, I don't know, I guess they thought he was underperforming. And he's in comp now.
Great. They know what they're doing with their game.
Great, there goes my ult and my nana because of the wall and then sleep.
if it isn't my dear partners.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Oh, spoken like a true president. You are a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Primals. I have another.
Oh, you bet.
I'm gonna
Between
take
that
solos.
and all the other errands I have to
Never
run at the
mind.
court,
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
always forgetting one thing or
I just
another.
did it and I regret it.
So
I'm just gonna
before I
sit up.
came over this time, I took a page from Elusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off. And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But
Yeah, I'm gonna
after
pull up
running a
50
few
wishes
errands in the city, I'm
thing.
kind of
That's a lot.
struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
Yes.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats. All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Ligangguk Tower?
No.
Why? McFree makes me hungry.
The engineer
Like the
is still
name,
doing a few
McFree.
routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
Because it sounds like MacGuffin.
The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head. But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving,
Baptiste!
the fact won't change that they
Baptiste, you
existed
literally
in
watched
my
me
life
die
and gave
from
me
a
the
fucking
reason
skill
and
orb.
motivation to move forward.
You watched me die.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing alright?
Sini, why are you silent?
I don't really know what to say. I'm just doing quests, you know?
Okay. Paimon
You okay?
supposes you're right.
Yeah.
She's really been through a
You
lot.
weak, Pim?
It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by
Go to
herself.
sleep.
It's okay. I don't know. Just doing quests.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent.
Okay.
Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Bro, what?
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
I think the ping in this game is
Since
kind
my
of fucked.
father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the
the fuck am I
longest
doing?
time, it would have been too
Yeah,
controversial
the ping in that
to
one game
commission
I
a
was playing
statue
was
of
really
him.
high.
But now that his name has been cleared,
Oh my
and the
God,
town
it's
is also
December
being
20th.
rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
It's December.
Maybe we can have this conversation
69.
again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the
You're
people.
asking for too much of me. What do you
Hey,
mean find a
there's
way
no
to
need to be
open the
so
path
humble.
forward? Like, why
Didn't
are
you
you
just
like,
help
do you
save the
think I'm an
entire
engineer?
country?
Yes.
How am I supposed to know
I
that?
agree wholeheartedly.
But you know
I
what?
also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Oh, what am I doing?
Hey, if you
Not
keep
being smart.
inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
It's really not.
Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent,
My
now it's up
agony.
to us to confirm the final design, right?
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus.
Okay, moving on. Next quest.
But we haven't had any
I'll
real
finish
discussions
you
yet on the
some other
possible
thing.
designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that.
I'll do whatever
Let's
this is.
decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
This is so much work.
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine. Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great
What did
partners?
I just see?
Well, then there's no one better to fill
Okay,
this role
that
than my
hitbox on
Florent.
that skin is
Let's
very
grab
weird.
some reference.
You've got it, boss.
The fucking
Well, what do you
Cassidy
think? Got any
beach
ideas?
skin. Card.
Well,
It's
I've
very
actually
weird
discussed it a
hat
bit with
hitbox.
Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a pic?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Help my aim.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Is she really that kind? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and...
Oh, Paimon was just kidding!
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else. By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate!
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else. We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! That's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as... But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick...
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design.
Well, we could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs, at least.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Huh? But...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago. But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Bye, Chloe.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see,
That poor
even
Romacha,
Poisson
he
isn't quite
got
the same as
overwatched.
how it was before you left.
I two-shot him. Because
They
he should be
lost
able
their
to shoot
lives,
3 shots
keeping
then.
me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
What's the best stuff for Yao Yao?
They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including
What's the best
Melissa,
stuff for Yao
also
Yao?
lost their lives in the disaster.
HP and energy
Melissa.
recharge.
Dead? They're just
To
gone?
the Favonius lands.
That works.
I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's
And
sit
what
down somewhere,
artifacts?
so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair
Why did I
warning,
get nanoed?
there was a lot.
Okay.
You got a yucca. Good job, you got a yucca.
Oh.
Navia's favorite revealed. This will be the longest time I went with pub bowling. Not that it's a big deal. I literally have 3 out of the 4 characters in this batch.
Yeah.
And then C6 Farzan. I'm low-key more excited for C6 Farzan than the rest.
Once, there was
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah, I'd... But...
I like her bunnies.
Hmm?
I like her bunnies.
Yes, she has bunnies. Yeah, just
I need
like
to
you.
find something to do with myself.
She's so mean.
Wow, you're a lolly.
No.
Yes. Your endorsement level went from 7 to -7. I can't believe there's an endorsement level 5. Is it a legend?
Yeah.
The legend of the endorsement. Did you know if you use Hansa's launch just before climbing a wall, it doesn't waste your cooldown?
Really?
Yeah, you keep the cooldown even though you got the speed boost. Indeed.
I'm tired.
Hmm?
I'm tired.
I'm Tara.